Greetings. I'm going to share about my transformative and powerful experience working with Toni. When I reached out to Toni, it was initially because I was at a stumbling block in my journey to develop a concept. And I was under the impression that if I just got a website started or if I developed a logo, I could get the motivation, the inspiration that I needed to pull these ideas out of my head and somehow make a thriving business concept work. Um, so you can imagine that when I finally got Toni on the phone and everything that I was telling her about what I wanted in a logo, what colors I thought looked good, what I wanted my Sankofa bird to be doing, um, we kind of came to a complete halt because she said to me, I don't do logos. And I was confused because I was referred to her by someone who told me that this person developed logos. Well, I just said, let me listen to what this queen is trying to tell me so I can make a decision about whether or not I want to do business with her. So I said, okay, what I'm saying seems to be in conflict with what you do. So, what is it that you do and how can you help me? And as I listened to the answer for that, I really began to unravel what I thought I needed and kind of got uncomfortable with also knowing that I was headed in the wrong direction. Because what Toni was suggesting to me made all the sense. And the ideas that she was stating to me was suggesting that I was approaching my business in reverse order and it was going to cost me in the long run. And because I had had 3 business lives prior to this with no marketing experience, I was inclined to believe her. And so I trusted her. I signed up to do her discovery session or the orientation session where I allowed her to ask me questions, to draw out what my true intentions were, what my real gifts were, what my vision was that I hadn't quite articulated for myself at that point. And in doing so, it was a complete relief. It was, oh, this is what I've been missing all these years. Maybe I should have had this knowledge when I launched my first bookstore, or when I was doing my QuickBooks consulting business, or more recently, when I was trying to do my professional development business when I was in Georgia. And the more I spoke with her, the more strategic the questions she asked, the more I realized that I needed Toni in order to really make this business work. And so, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 months later, I emerged from that process with a clear vision about not only what I wanted to do for women, but who I was in relationship to my work with women. I got really clear and grounded in my purpose. And I also developed this strong sense of confidence because what I committed to do with each dollar that I also committed to working with Toni was to really listen to her. And I kept saying, maybe sometimes this is uncomfortable for me, but I'm going to listen to you because I have never listened to a consultant before. I just kind of didn't value marketing and it cost me a lot in the long run. So I'm going to listen. I'm going to listen to this queen. I'm going to follow her advice. I'm going to take each one of her steps, no matter how painful, how arduous the task. I'm going to go through the process. And I'm very proud to say that going through the process with Toni, I emerged with not one, but 2 books. I emerged with a complete social media identity that is consistent with my spiritual, my moral, and my physical values, my sense of the aesthetic, the beautiful, and the natural. And each and every idea that I had that worked was incorporated, and those that didn't fit were not incorporated. And so I'm just going to advise you that working with Toni is not having someone agree with you on everything that you think you know. That's not what you're going to get with Toni. What you are going to get with Toni is an opportunity to grow, to learn, to develop, and to really manifest your gift. And if that's what you're looking for, Miss Toni is your woman.